Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever! Ladies and gentlemen, today is part 9 of our Transport Fever free mode Let's Play. And things are going well for Conflict Transport Limited. Things are going pretty well indeed, but I would like them to be going better. And I would like them to be going better because, quite frankly, I've been playing a lot of this game. I've been playing it on the live stream, I've been playing it off camera and off stream, I'm addicted to this game. I really am. But if you have been watching my live stream stuff, whether over on Twitch or here on YouTube from the uploaded videos from that stream, you might have seen that things are starting to go quite well for the company in that live stream run. And slight spoiler for the upcoming videos from that stream, things continue to go very well. I end up with a train line that makes like $10 million every year. There's a point where I'm making like $40 million every year. In total, it's mental. It really is. And it sort of happens because I set up a train line that goes, if you were to use this map as an example, it would sort of go like Warminster, Buntingford, Partington, and then sort of around these guys. It's not really going to work on this map, but I'm excited to sort of try a few more things, take a few more risks with this map, and I want to see just what we can do. Now, there is another food processing plant over here that I maybe might do something with. Am I doing anything with stone yet? That is one question I want to find out. I don't think I am, because there is a quarry there, but there's nothing going from it. I don't believe I'm making... No, I'm not making construction materials just yet. Now, that is something we're going to want to do. We are going to want to go to Colchester and provide some construction materials, because we're getting pretty good at providing fuel. So construction materials, I think, is going to be a good thing to provide. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place a new truck station just here. So just there. And I'm going to place another one just over here as well, in that spot. And then we're going to go from those two locations, we're going to take the slag from the steel plant and the stone from the quarry up to the construction materials plant. And that's going to let us create some construction materials that I can then ship down to Colchester. So I'll throw that just there. And I think the road is probably okay, if we're honest. Oh, that reminds me of something I totally need to do. We could look into doubling up this train line. That is a thing we could do. It would make these trains actually a little bit quicker. Do I have multiple trains? Do I still have the multiple trains on that line? I don't actually know. I mean, there's a really quick way to look. Where is my train line? No, that's not it. That's the... Where's my cargo train? Oh, hello. There it is. There's only one train. Okay, so doubling up the train line doesn't really make sense. Never mind then. We might do that in a little bit if I get a second cargo train. By the way, how much money is that making me? Almost 10 million, so might be worth looking into actually doubling that up to see if we can make more money, but we'll not do that just yet. What I would like to do, though, like I said, is sort out some stuff to the construction materials plant. So, we're going to create a new line. That is going to be the slag from the Buntingford steel mill going to there, which is going to be bunt slag. Oh, those are some words to the mill. Then we have another line going from, I assume, the Buntingford quarry. Yep, Buntingford quarry, so Buntingford stone in this case, going to the mill as well. So bunt stone. Let's just get the little full stop in there. So bunt stone going to the mill. Then what we need to do is set up a line where the construction materials are taken to Colchester. Except, I want to do things a little bit differently with this one. Because if we have a look at Colchester, if we look at this overlay and go for land use only, it might actually make more sense, since the industrial sector needs the construction materials, it might make more sense to, instead of... Actually, I was going to say, instead of shipping it somewhere to here, we put a new depot in this area, but this depot is actually right in the heart of the industrial zone, so that's really good news. What you'll also notice is the game has a knack for growing residential zoning around bus stations, which is pretty cool. But this is something that's actually quite important, something I discovered on the live stream as well. Having this train station near the residential zones is super important. Putting bus stops in residential commercial zones, super important. Having your shopping facilities looked after with these deliveries is also super important. And the way you can do that best is to have, say, a truck depot in the heart of your commercial zone that deals with nothing but the shopping facility needs, so tools, food, goods. Then you have another one in the heart of the industrial zone, dealing with construction materials, machinery, and fuel. Now in this case, we have a truck stop right here, which is sort of in the middle of both. But I kind of want to change that up a little bit anyway. I think it might be a good idea to do that. So let's see if we can get a large truck station just in there. Now we might be able to do that. Let's see. I might be able to get in there actually. Is that a thing I can do? No, it's not really liking the terrain alignment that's going on there, so that's being a bit strange. Which isn't ideal. So where else could I put this is the next question. I can put it in there, I think. But that's going to remove a lot of buildings that I don't want to remove them. I could remove them. I certainly could remove these buildings. We could rotate this to be there. It's a lot of money to do this though, but it would cover a really nice amount of space. Not all of my commercial zoning though, which I think is why I'm maybe not going to do that. I could put can I get a smaller one in there? I don't think it's going to, no, it's probably not going to let me. It would let me put it there, but again, that's a lot of money. So I think we'll just go with this one. What is the coverage on that? The coverage on that is pretty good. It's pretty good. So let's set up our line then to go from the construction materials. So where is this plant? That's an Altrincham. Okay. So what we'll do is this will be, I guess, alt construction materials to Colchester. So alt construction materials going to Colchester. Hopefully that's going to go pretty well indeed. Now I am going to go ahead and get the new vehicles from here, and I'm going to set them up very specifically. So we're going to have to buy the road vehicles. We're going to have to observe the lines and make sure everything's okay. So the alt construction materials are going to be first. We're going to get the truck. We're going to set it to only carry construction materials, and we'll make it, I guess, red. Why not? We'll make it sort of a red color. We'll buy 5 of them. So those are going to go on the alt construction to Colchester. Next, we need the slag to the mill, which is going to be another situation of setting up this truck to carry slag, which is going to be sort of a, we'll make it purple, and we'll get 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. 10 of those. Set them on the Buntingford slag to the mill. Then what else do we need? Stone to the mill. Now stone is going to be this grey color. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so 10 of those on that line as well. So there we go. Those are all set to head out and do their thing. Which is good. Very, very good stuff. We are going to need to look into improving some of these roads around here, which is kind of going to be interesting, is what I'm going to say. We could look at bus lanes, and that is something I've seen a few people mentioning as well, so I think I will look into some bus lanes, since that might very well improve the buses around here. So let's see, that road there, I kind of want to upgrade so it doesn't go weird, but I don't think it's going to let me. No, that's going to remove some buildings, and I don't think I want to do that. So let me get just bus lanes there. And let me get bus lanes up here as well. Because I feel like we need them. I do. I feel like the bus lanes are needed. And I'm hoping that it will I'm hoping that's gonna work well for oh, what is that? That's a bit weird looking. Either way, it looks like the trucks are using the bus lanes as well, which is good news. It means that my vehicles can all move a bit quicker. I'm going to upgrade this road because what the heck. There we go. So hopefully that's going to help a little bit. We could maybe afford to do the same going through here. It's not really going to help the pedestrian traffic, but I don't really care about them. I mean, they're actually losing me money by driving themselves. I'd rather they weren't driving themselves, so, yeah, I don't really care for them, is the way I'm going to put it. Let's see, let's run a bus lane down this way as well, and down to there. And to there as well. Alright. So that should make things a lot easier. Just all over Colchester. Oh, we just got some new trains. The Class 246 and the Class 185. That's kind of interesting, actually. Speaking of trains, there was some rather interesting feedback that I do want to address, which was regarding the TGV train that we currently have running around the map at the moment. And basically, what people have been saying is that that train needs to go in a straight line. It's a very fast train, and it's not going to go in a straight line with the setup that I have. So, I think what I'd like to do is go. I think this bit of line here uses it. I think this is a bit of line that the TGV uses. I want to go to here, and I'm going to bulldoze all of this train line going along the coast. And it's a beautiful bit of train line going along the coast, but it has got a lot of curves and stuff to it, and those curves aren't really good for the train. So what I'm going to do is get some high-speed track. I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to do a straight section of track going to there. And that is just better for the train. It doesn't curve, it just goes, you know, nice and straight into there, and obviously it has to slow down for the road and all that, but that's going to be just a better section of track for the TGV train. Now, apparently, this section here will also slow it down a lot. So, what I'm going to do in that regard is actually see if I can, like, keep its speed up at all. I don't know if that's actually going to be a thing. I don't really think there's any way to keep its speed up going through here, to be honest. I think it is going to have to slow down, but that's fine. It'll be able to keep up some speed there. It comes out of here, it turns. It can get some speed on this section, but that has to slow down because it needs to curve over like that, which I'd kind of rather it didn't do. So let's go ahead and bulldoze all of these sections of track as well. Just get rid of all of them. So there and there as well, and the whole way back, just along here. Because I think I do want to try and make this train go as fast as possible. Having an increased frequency for the trains is going to be important. So this is pretty much that entire section of track. Yeah, that all needs to go. I'm also pretty sure I have just a moment ago disconnected that train station from the line as well, which isn't really much of a big deal considering that train station isn't going to be used, but I think I would maybe like, oh god, I'll just get rid of more of it. We'll not worry too much about me disconnecting that at the moment. Let's just get rid of all of that, and bring this train track back a little bit further to about there. And let's see if I can perhaps continue this all the way over here. Now, the frame rate, by the way, it is going to tank. It's like 4 FPS right now. That is a thing that happens, and there's not a lot I can do about it. Now, the train is having some problems. Ooh, now that works. Yeah, that works. It does give us a tunnel, which is pretty cool. It actually bridges over the road, which is pretty cool as well. I don't think it's entirely necessary to bridge over the road, but I like it. What about a red bridge? Now, the red bridge, I think that one's better. Red bridge is a little more expensive. Oh, hello, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to have to relay that track. Oh, do I want this to create a tunnel? I can go there, I guess, and that just raises up the road a little bit. Which might be better. I think that might be a bit cheaper, and it is still in a nice straight line. Then we just bring this through the mountain to there, and then lower it a little bit, and it creates a tunnel. I think that's probably going to be better. It's a much straighter section of track, So let's confirm that construction. And then that'll come into this station, and it picks up some speed going around here. But then it starts weaving again, which is something I really shouldn't have it do. So from about that point, we're going to start deleting all of the rest of the track. And I kind of want to try and have it merge down around there. Don't know about that point. So we'll see if that's going to give us some better speed going around there just like that. So it links up there. All right, so it does have to slow down here, and there is a bridge as well, which is odd. And it will slow down a fair bit there. Having it raised up seems to be a way to keep the speed up, but I don't know if I like the idea of a bridge. That's the thing. I think the bridge is just a bit much. So maybe we bring this back a bit. Maybe we bring this back as best we can. We lower it for a start. It's not going to let me lower it. That's interesting. I can raise it up. I can't lower it. I would really like to lower it, but it just does not want to let me. So that's going to keep its speed going through there, I think. It does kind of need to curve or create a bridge, doesn't it? It really slows down there, which is a problem. So bulldoze all of that section. Right up to the bridge. In fact, honestly, it might be an idea to sort of curve it out onto that bit of land. That might have to be a thing we do. We'll see. So go from there to there. How does that look? That looks alright. It does still create a bridge, but I think I'm going to have to. Because that keeps its speed a bit better. So do that. Oh, why is it got a tunnel? That's weird. That's really weird, but at least it'll keep moving. It is going to have to slow down going around there. That's completely fine. It should be able to pick up speed going out of there. Very tight turn on that one, but I don't think it... Does it use that? I don't remember. I think... Is that a cargo line? Because I'm pretty... No, that isn't a... What is that? Oh, that's the old line, isn't it? I think. So this one goes out to the right, like that. Which I imagine will let it pick up speed. I know that'll let it pick up speed. Then it has to curve through here. So yeah, that's fine. There's a few more straight lines on there, which I think is going to be important. I think we do only have... Do we have one TGV or do we have two of them? Is the real question. We have one. So that's fine. It's currently losing money, but it'll pick back up. So where exactly is that train? It is there. So it's moving pretty slowly at the moment. But it's picking up speed. Going 55 kilometers per hour at the moment. But here we go. We're going 80. We're picking up speed. We're slowing down to go into that bend. But it should now speed up quite significantly, because this is the first new bit of track that we laid. So yeah, it's hitting 150, 60, 170. Then it is obviously going to have to slow down for this section here, but that's actually alright. It does have more room to pick up some serious speed. Which honestly is all I'm really interested in. So that's not bad. That is not bad. I want to see what kind of speed it gets up going out of here, though. So immediately 80. Then we're immediately flooring it, which is pretty cool. It does have a few bumps, which isn't really ideal. But that's fine. We'll not worry too much about the bumps. Heading into the tunnel. Oh, I think we're going to hit the 200, 190. Oh no, we were so close. It gets moving though, doesn't it? Alright, if there's any section of track where this thing's going to hit 200, it is going to be around here. So this is exciting. 150. 170. 80. 90. 200. Go on, there we go. Look at that speed though. Then it obviously slows down to go around the bridge. Slows down around this section as well, which is understandable. And then into the station. Alright. I like it. I do. I really do like it. So the next step for all of this, I suppose, is gonna be maybe doubling up the track, but I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Having a look up this way, we do have construction materials in there, and looking at my profits, we're not actually making that much. I would really like to be making more. Oh, what is this? There's a serious traffic jam going on there. So I feel like that needs some bus lanes. What is going on? Oh, what is that a train? I think that's a train. We got a new train. All right. Give me the large street. Give me some bus lanes. And let me just upgrade you. Because I think it really needs them. And that'll let my vehicles just move a little bit easier. Because my trucks use the bus lanes as well. So that really does just make life easier. It really, really does. As for this road, I don't really think we need much. We do have a few vehicles bunched up down this way. But if we have a look at Colchester, actually, I want to click there. That was a vehicle. That wasn't what I wanted. I want to click on Colchester. It doesn't actually have construction materials, which is interesting. It's very interesting. It did just get a new building, though, which is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Got some construction materials here. What's the production's actually really good. Oh, that's brilliant to see. All right. Looking at the food production over here, I think I want to get another train. I do think I want to get another train. I want to have a look at my train depot, actually, just to see what what the new one was. So it is not there. Maybe that must have been a tram then. What is this? Is that cheaper than a short TGV? So a TGV is 4.8 million a year with 72 passengers. Interesting. Top speed is 300 kilometers per hour, though. So really, a TGV isn't designed for small. It's not going to work on a small map, is what that kind of tells me. I'm tempted to sell it and get this, because this thing will hit top speed much, much quicker. It's also electric. It's also cheaper to run. I could run 2 of these for the cost of 1 TGV. I think I'm going to do it. I think we're going to have to get rid of the TGV. It's a cool train, but it's not worth having on a small map, so we're gonna return it. Unable to find path to depot, really? Turn around then. And return to... Unable to find path to... What? How can it not find a path to the depot? I'm really confused by that. It should be able to get to the depot no problem. It should come along here. That's all electrified. Then going along here. That's all electrified as well. Right into the depot is electrified. Where's me train? So there's me train. Go back to your depot. Unable to find path to depot electric. Okay, that's a bit weird. That is very, very weird. I guess it's... I don't know. That's weird. That's strange. Alright, so the problem was basically there was no way to get back to the depot from where the train was. So I doubled up this track a little bit, as you can see. As we head into the tunnel, though, the track actually winds up expanding just a little bit more. Somewhere along here. This is a very long tunnel, this particular bit. Very, very long tunnel indeed, but... Oh, that's weird. That's the point where the track expands. The train heads off to the right, away from the station. And then it's going to head over to, ooh, it's freezing, over to this area a little bit. It's going to cross over. It's going to cross over again. Then it's going to switch onto that track, and it's going to head straight towards the depot. Then it goes in, and we are basically going to sell the standard TGV, because 12.8 million in return, the expensive running costs, it just kind of makes sense. It kind of just makes sense to go for the slightly bigger, slightly slower train. Well, actually, in saying that, I think the standard TGV, yeah, I have that one, which carries 164 people, but again, like, 2 of these are cheaper than any of these. So, I mean, I can get 2 of these, and I want to get 2 of these. I can also get extra cars for them. So, what I'll do is get 1 And it's a relatively small train. We'll get another car, I suppose. Do that. Move it about a little bit, though. So that it's, maybe move the back end. Oh, that doesn't actually want to work. That's interesting that doesn't really want to work. Okay, get rid of that. Let's just get 2 of them. There we go, just get 2 of them. Alright, so train 1, train 2. I want to set you on the, county train line. And we'll do the same with you. So those 2 trains are going to head out. Pretty cool looking trains, if I do say so myself. But what we can do is we could actually double those up, if I'm not mistaken. I'm curious to see if this one is gonna maybe go to the left. Very curious indeed to see what he does. Because it might very well go a different way. Although what I should also do is look into doubling up a lot of the train line. That is a thing that kind of needs to be done. So this bit's actually technically going to need to be tripled. So let's delete this. And this is going to be some major reworking here, but this is going to be worth it once it's done. So we line that up there. And then we line that up there. Then we extend this across just like... No, that doesn't want to work. There, oh, hello. It's trying to work. So there we go, that's working. Alright, so it comes over to there. Starts curving around a little bit. And this doubled up section of track needs to go as well. So there we go. And this gets extended over like this. So what this will do actually is give us a much better setup for having these trains sort of stay independent from the cargo lines. So that'll just connect around to there, which is fine. Pretty sure that train is on the wrong line at the moment, so we're gonna send you back to the depot, I think. Unable to find path. Interesting. Following problems. What's up? No electricity. Have you really got no electricity? Unable to find path. Yeah, we'll sort that in a second. You should be able to just turn around, right? If I say that and go back to the depot, no. Why can't you go back to the depot? Is it because that train's in there? Probably. Okay, let's get this reworking of the tracks done so that the game can stop freaking out a little bit. Okay, so I've split up my county train line into 2 train lines, one going clockwise, one going counterclockwise, and hopefully they're going to work. It was a bit of a lengthy process to double up all these tracks, and this one's currently going in the right direction, which is nice to see. If you look very closely, you can see there is another line going, if I pause, the opposite direction. So the trains will pass each other from time to time, which should be absolutely wonderful stuff. And we should see a bit more efficiency from all of our stations now that the trains are able to move around and all that stuff. I've also gone ahead and put a whole bunch of signals along all the lines. What that's going to do is allow the trains to get a little bit closer together and not necessarily have to wait in stations or pretty far back or anything like that, so that they can you know, move around. We are maybe going to have some issues with getting back to depots from time to time, though, which is slightly worrying, but I think we'll manage to make it work. There's the trains passing each other, of course. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it there for today. I still think next episode, part 10, is going to be the last part for this free mode Let's Play. Then I'll jump into some modded stuff from the Steam Workshop, so whatever that might entail, we'll absolutely see. But yeah, this has been pretty good. I'm curious to see if these trains work. I will leave the game running for a little bit to get the simulation updated and see if people are actually interested in the trains. It's certainly going to be exciting. We're still making some reasonable money, so yeah, it should be good. It is October 2003, and we got some new trains. I think next time we might want to look into another cargo train, but that's going to be that is going to be a story for next time. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been Transport Fever Free Mode Part 9, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!